But someone who's coming into SEO either for the first time or they want to take up a new project, what kind of advice based on these conversations we've just had, what would you encourage them to do that's best practice? Or, just like some do's and don'ts to actually get ahead in how much the landscape has changed?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I mean, it's a fascinating time to be coming into the industry and a really good time to be coming into it because a lot of...
It's grown so much.
Yeah.
There's so many like openings always. People like dropping content to do, because I don't think that you can't do, like, you could do a lot of different types of content, but I feel like it goes always hand in hand with SEO. And I think that's really cool to see because I don't know, you can't exist in a silo. Then I feel like SEO is perfect for bringing in so many different aspects of what makes content so unique. But I don't know if you feel that way. I just think it's really exciting how it's grown.
Yeah, I completely agree. And if you come into the industry now, let's say you're sort of 21, 22 or something like that, and you want to get into digital marketing and you're looking at SEO, it's a really good time to get into it because people who've been in it for a while, we now know less than we did a few years ago because of all the changes.
Oh, that's so cool.
So the playing field's a little bit more level. So I know just as much about how to optimize for AI overviews as someone who's been in the industry for 2 months, because it's only been around for 2 months.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, it's a really good time. It's a bit of a level playing field at the moment. So if you can come in and really understand the AI stuff, then you can get ahead fairly quickly. And the other thing about SEO is it's not just sort of content creation, it's link building, it's the technical side. So if you're like more the web development side, or SEO, again, it's a great career.
Yeah.
If you're more interested in kind of digital PR or you might have a sales background, then link building is a fantastic avenue as well. So it's a multifaceted field to work in.
For sure.
We obviously come from more the kind of content side, but there's lots of opportunities in this industry for sure. And it's easy as well to transition. A lot of people go from SEO into paid media or into email marketing or whatever it is. You can kind of move around.
Yeah. Aww.
And then I think the second part of your question was someone taking on a new sort of project in SEO.
So say something just has not been working, if we want to use that content cluster thing again. So if you want to write topically about all these things, but you don't bring that value to it, so you want to move on to something different, what advice would you give a person who's like, this product has been crap, or link building just didn't go right, or anything like that? How would you encourage someone what are the right steps to doing an SEO project well?
Yeah, great question. So I think you've got to work backwards from the end goal. So I like to think about, where does SEO sit in the kind of business value chain? So if you think about impressions lead to clicks, clicks lead to sessions, sessions lead to events, events lead to key events lead to either a lead being created or a purchase. So if you kind of work backwards from there, this is where we want to get to. Define that initially. Look, for some publishers, they don't have anything to sell. It's an MFA website or it's an affiliate website or something like that. So in those cases, you just want sessions. Great. Yeah. Other businesses, you want leads. Other businesses, you want purchases. So work backwards from there and then figure out, okay, as the SEO person or manager or whatever, how can I impact this value chain? And in most cases, it's going to be that really big focus on clicks.
Yeah.
That's got to be the thing that kind of gets you out of bed in the morning. I want more clicks to this website for the right queries.
Yeah.
So having that as your kind of North Star of just let's build the clicks, because that fits into this chain that leads to a conversion. So that's really important. Working backwards from there, it's about keyword selection.
Yeah.
By the way, a lot of this you can do without Ahrefs, SEMrush. Search Console can do a lot of this for you. But it's figuring out which queries align with our kind of broader business goals. That's really important. Again, if all you want to do is make money through AdSense, the quality of the traffic might not matter so much. You just want impressions on ads. But let's take a kind of B2B or even an e-commerce business where you want someone to do something on site. You've got to figure out what are those queries that relate to that end goal. It's got to be quality. From that point, then it's really just about managing that sort of position tracking, and that's so important. One of the biggest wins anyone can do, and this could be someone who's full-time SEO or someone who just runs a website
Yeah.
is looking at what are those queries, kind of positions 11 to 20. I'm always talking about this. That is the low-hanging fruit to get onto page 1. That's Google saying to you, yeah, you're pretty close, but you probably need to make a pretty big change to the page or create another page to target this query. Because Google's saying, look, you're relevant enough for us to put you on page 2, but it's not quite enough for page 1. So something's got to change. And that's where the creativity comes into it, because no tool is going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You've got to know yourself by looking at the search results, looking at kind of past data and wins you've had in the past and losses you've had in the past, and figure out what do I need to do to this page to get it onto page 1. And then when you're in 4 to 10, what do I need to do to get into top 3?
Yeah.
A lot of times that will be build more links, but it might also be, no, I need to interview someone actually to include some quotes on the page or create a video to go on the page.
Which I think has helped a lot of our like longer form pieces to do better when we get contributors to say
Massively.
I've noticed it at least on what's ranking, and it just looks so nice. It looks legitimate. You yourself as a reader want to trust sources that have legitimate people, give their opinion on it. And I think that's kind of something that we want to do more of. I know we always put the community first, but actually getting thought leaders to say what they think about, emerging trends or things that are different, and kind of it's just better to read, I think. And you read, like, you get that content out in the wild and you're just kind of pleased that something like that exists and not just some generic nonsense that does not serve you.
Yeah, and but it's difficult though, isn't it?
Because it is.
A lot of content people and SEOs like working kind of independently and sitting in a quiet room all day, just kind of writing and stuff. And actually, the way the industry's developed, you need to, outreach has to be a kind of core component of your skill set. You have to be a relationship builder, because, as you've alluded to, the importance of having contributors, even if they're not writing the whole thing themselves, just feeding in, giving quotes, different perspectives.
It breathes life into something that otherwise is just quite flat. But that's my opinion. I don't know.
No, but it's not even just an opinion anymore. It's a fact of how the search results look.
Yeah.
That just one person writing on a topic for 1,500 words just isn't good enough anymore.
No.
You have to be adding something different.
Agreed. Thanks for sticking with us till the end. So, what did you think? If you found this video useful, why not give us a like? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time.